How to stop Ubuntu from collecting data about your PC. Ubuntu 18.04 collects data about your PC's hardware and software. Which packages you have installed. An application crash reports. Sending them all to Ubuntu servers. You can opt out of this data collection, but you have to do it in 3 separate places. After you install Ubuntu 18.04 and boot up, you'll see the Welcome to Ubuntu window. Click through it and you can choose whether or not to submit data about your PC to Ubuntu on the Help Improve Ubuntu screen. By default, the Yes, Send System Info to Canonical option is selected. Select the No, Don't Send System Info option to opt out of this data collection. You can click Show the first report if you're curious what data is sent. The data includes information about your PC's hardware, including the manufacturer, BIOS version, and the model of your CPU. It also includes information about your software, such as the version of Ubuntu you installed, your chosen desktop environment, whether you're using the Xorg or Wayland display server, and the options you chose while installing Ubuntu. Other information, such as your time zone, information about your partitions, and your display's resolution is also sent. According to Canonical's will cook. This data is designed to help Ubuntu learn how many users it has, what features they use, and what hardware they have, allowing Ubuntu's developers to focus on what's important. Ubuntu doesn't keep the IP address associated with each report and has no way of tying it back to an individual PC. The data collection is performed by the Ubuntu report command. According to its documentation, information about your PC is sent only once per Ubuntu version. So, if you've already agreed to report information about your PC, your data has already been sent. If you want to opt out, you can do so by forcing the Ubuntu report command to send a new report with an opt-out message instead of your PC's data. If you already opted out after installing Ubuntu, there's no need for this, but this will allow you to opt out if you already sent your data to Ubuntu servers. To get started, launch a terminal window. You can do this by clicking the Activities link at the top left corner of your screen. Typing Terminal into the search box, and then pressing Enter or clicking the Terminal icon. Ubuntu sends a simple report saying that your PC has opted out. That's all the information it contains as the data is publicly available. Anyone will be able to see how many Ubuntu users have opted out. This gives everyone a good idea of how many total Ubuntu users there are. The Popularity Contest, or PopCon, tool also is installed by default on Ubuntu 18.04. This tool reports to Ubuntu which software packages you have installed on your system. Ubuntu then knows exactly how popular each package is, and they can use this information to focus their development efforts. If you'd like to opt out of the Popularity Contest, launch a terminal window and run the following command. You'll have to enter your user account's password and then type Y to continue. This alsos removed the Ubuntu standard package, but that is simply a meta package that exists to pull in the default software, like Popularity Contest, when you install Ubuntu. It can be safely removed. Ubuntu has long had an apport tool that automatically notices application crashes and generates crash reports. In Ubuntu 18.04, apport is configured to automatically upload bug reports. These bug reports are anonymized and personal data is removed from them. They can be used by developers to understand what's crashing and why. If you'd like to opt out of this, click the system status icons at the top right corner of the Ubuntu desktop and click the Settings icon in the pop-up. Select Privacy in the Settings window that appears, and then click the Problem Reporting entry. Set Automatic Problem Reporting to Off, and close the window. Apport will still notice crashes and generate crash reports, but it will ask for permission before sending them. Text source, howtogeek.com.